Hi, I'm Quinn, and this is Open Awareness Yoga, and today we're going to be moving through a series of stretches. So we're not going to be getting sweaty, just going to be opening the body, moving and feeling good. You'll need a couple of props for this, so you can pause the video and go grab a firm blanket or a bath towel. If you're in a tight body, you might also need a couple of books or a yoga block. You'll see towards the end of class. And then also grab something that you can use as a strap. So this can be a robe strap, a dog leash, a yoga strap, even a hand towel can help us to reach for the feet. Okay, and then set those nearby and come to lay on your back. And if you're more comfortable with the pillow or something underneath your head, you might fold that blanket or bath towel for underneath your head. You've got options once you get here. Either leave the knees bent with your feet on the floor or lengthen out the legs for a Shavasana to start. Turn your palms face up at a comfortable distance away from the side of the body. Point your nose towards the sky. Take any adjustments you need to feel the most comfortable. Close your eyes and tune into your body and your breath. Notice if there are any areas in your body that are holding you away from the earth, and can you release your full weight down, surrendering your body mass to the support of the earth beneath you. Get a feel for how your body is resting on the floor. Notice any differences between the right and left sides of your body. Scanning your body to notice if there are any areas of pain or tension in your body today. And also noticing if there are areas that feel more supportive, that feel pretty nice. Take note now, too, of the quality of your mind. If you're feeling more or less distracted today. Maybe even noticing what's on your mind. And just letting it be. Bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. Feel how your breath moves inside your body, stretching the skin, expanding the body as you breathe in. And feel how the body relaxes and contracts as you breathe out. And bring more awareness to the sensations in your hand that's on your belly. And direct your breath here so that the belly is what's rising and falling the most with the breath. There's no need to freeze any other part of your body as you find a deeper belly breath. Just shifting the awareness. Take one more deep breath in and out here. Rock your head side to side and wiggle your toes. Bring both of your arms out to a T, either straight elbows or bent at 90 degrees. Then bend your knees and place your feet on the floor. And separate your feet as wide as your mat. That's wider than your hips. Inhale here. And as you exhale, drop both of your knees over to the right. Slide your left arm above your head and breathe long into the left side of your body. Noticing how this feels, taking a snapshot, as we'll be back in this shape throughout practice. Slide your left elbow back to shoulder height, hug your belly in, and draw the knees back to center. Inhale here, and exhale, drop the knees over to the left. Slide your right arm overhead and breathe long into the right side body. Noticing this side. Paying attention to the sensations in your body more than anything else in your experience. It's like turning the volume up on your TV or in your headphones. Turn the volume up on your body sensations. Slide that right arm back down to shoulder height. Hug your belly and inhale. Bring the knees back to center. Toe heel the feet and legs together and hug the knees into the chest. Go ahead and grab onto the shins. Squeeze yourself into a little ball. You can always split the knees here if that's more comfortable for you. Rock your head side to side. Now make circles with your ankles. If you're like me, you might get a lot of clicks and pops. Scrunch your toes and spread your toes as you make these circles. When you're ready, change direction. Feel where else in your legs you experience the movement in your ankles. So the whole body is connected. Now bring your legs back together if you've separated them and the arms back out to a T. Inhale here, and as you exhale, drop both of the knees over to the right and turn your head to look over the left arm. Take deep breaths here in your twist. And let the body go. No resisting the floor. Let the head go, no forcing the angle of the neck. Feel your breath move in the body. Take a last inhale breath here, and as you exhale, draw the navel in and pull the knees back to center. Inhale at center. Exhale, twist the knees over to the left and gaze over your right arm. Once you've arrived in the shape, just surrender your body's weight. Let it be what it is. Maybe your thighs part, maybe one of your legs slides off of the other, that's fine. Breathe deep. Release the head and neck, no forcing. Take another deep inhale. And as you exhale, bring the knees back to center. Hold the right knee into the chest. Place the left foot on the floor and then slide the left leg long. So hug that right knee closer into the body, maybe even moving it slightly out to the right. Now hold on to the right knee with your left hand. Bring the right hand out to a T. Inhale here. And as you exhale, twist to your left, crossing the body with the leg. Gaze over to the right. It's likely that that right knee won't wind up on the floor, but you might be able to place the right big toe on the floor. Just notice this stretch, where you feel it, and if there's any way to move to make yourself more comfortable so that you enjoy this a little bit more. Take an inhale breath. And as you exhale, come back to center. Place the right foot on the floor and slide the left foot to meet it. Draw the left knee into the chest, hold it with the hands, and slide your right leg long. Again, playing with where the left leg is in space so that you feel comfortable, so that you're getting what you want out of this shape. Taking a few breaths in Ekapada Apanasana. Relax the skin of your face. Soften through your jaw. Now hold the left leg with the right hand. Bring the left arm to the side of the body. Inhale. And as you exhale, twist to your right. Turning to look over the left arm. And making the adjustments you need so that you feel comfortable. Notice where that left thigh bone enters the hip socket and explore all the way around the thigh to feel where you feel this the most. You might notice a stretch in your low back. You might notice it in a completely different area. You're not doing it wrong. Come back to that breath. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, come back to center. Place the left foot on the floor. Slide the right foot in to meet it. One more time, hug both of the knees into your chest. Legs together or apart. Just rock side to side on your low back. Make small circles in one direction. And change direction. We're just here to feel good. Find some stillness and place both of your feet back on the ground. Bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees open wide. Bring the arms to the side of the body, palms face up. Then press down into your feet, lift your buttocks, tuck the tail, and then place the butt back down on the floor. This lengthens the low back. And if you're feeling any discomfort through your knees or your inner thighs, you'll want to find something in your house, yoga blocks, more blankets or pillows, to place underneath your thighs for a little bit of support. We'll be here for a minute and a half or so. Let's check back in with your body, where you feel it releasing down to earth. Noticing any areas that aren't letting go and gently inviting them to surrender. Notice your tongue. Are you holding any tension in your tongue? Can you make your tongue very loose, like it's melting? How does that change your experience? If you'd like, you can bring your arms back out to a T, or even slide them overhead in a Y shape, or grab opposite elbows overhead. Feel free to experiment and choose any position that feels best for you today. Bring the arms down underneath the thighs, and then use the strength in your arms to help bring the knees together. Toe heel the feet hips width distance apart, and let the knees fall in towards one another for a moment. Place your hands anywhere you'd like on your body, just a soft touch. Feel the connection of your hands to your body as you settle into the earth. As you give your groins a little bit of a break after that deep stretch. Rock your head to the right. Take a breath down the left side of your neck. Inhale, slowly bring your head to center. Exhale, drop your head to the left. Breathe down the right side of your neck. Inhale, slowly bring your head back to center. Separate your knees. And now we'll cross the legs as if we are sitting just in an easy seat on the floor. So legs crossed at the ankles or the shins. Walk your feet so that they're underneath the opposite knees. Maybe scoot them in closer towards the bum. Find something that feels right for you here. And release the arms to the sides of the body. Palms face up or down. Or maybe you prefer the arms again to be out to a T or overhead. If you grabbed opposite elbows last time, put the other forearm on the top this time. Supta Sukhasana, supine easy pose. Excuse me. Notice how the sensations in this shape are different from the butterfly pose that you were just in. Be interested in the difference between the right hip and leg and the left hip and leg. This pose has two sides. Your experience might be quite different on both. And can you feel how this affects across the top of your hips, from right to left hip point, across the space of the pubic bone? Do you notice anything opening or stretching in that space? Can you send a few breaths to your low belly as you did in the beginning of practice? And let's switch sides. So you'll just lift the knees up enough to cross the other leg in front. And then let the knees fall back down towards the ground. And adjust the feet so that they're supporting comfort in the legs. If you have any knee pain, slide something underneath that knee, pillow or blanket. And if you can't adjust so that you're out of pain, then skip the pose entirely. Lay on your back or find a stretch of your choice. And then notice the difference in right and left. Enjoy your last few breaths here. When you feel ready, bring the knees back up to point to the sky and hug your legs into your chest. Rock side to side or make small circles. Rock your head side to side. Release your neck. Now place your left foot on the ground and cross your right ankle over the left knee. Press the right thigh away from you, heading into a figure 4 stretch. Either stay here or pull the left knee into the chest and interlace your fingers underneath your left thigh. You might use your right elbow to press the right thigh away from the face. Breathe. What can release to deepen your stretch? Soften your shoulders. Release your head heavy back. Release the left leg. Put the left foot back on the floor. Keep your legs just as they are. And now you'll drop the right foot to the ground so that both of your knees fall over to the left. Keep the right knee pointing up to the sky. You can adjust the bottom leg so that it's supporting the shape. You can bring your arms out to a T and just notice where you feel this one. A little figure 4 twist. Release the legs and come back to center. Straighten the legs just for a moment. Finding some alignment in the knees. And then place the feet back on the floor and change sides. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Press the left thigh away from the face. Stay here. Or pull the right knee into the chest and interlace your fingers behind the thigh. Use your left elbow to press the left thigh further away from you. And soften where you can to deepen into this shape. Breathe. Release your right foot to the ground. Open your arms to a T. Legs in this same figure 4 orientation. We just drop the knees to the right to plant the left foot on the floor. The left knee still points up towards the sky. And make this your own. And just notice what's opening. Feel out what this stretch is doing in your body. There might be a time in your life where it's just exactly what you need. Take a few deeper breaths. Release the legs and come back to center. More time, straighten the knees. Point and flex through the ankles. Reach the arms overhead. Deep breath. You'll bring the arms back to the side of the body, bend the knees. And let's cross the right leg all the way over the left so that the thighs touch. Now pull the knees into the chest. Take an overhand grip of your shins and then spread the shins apart until you feel something in that right buttocks. Another option for this shape is to flex through the ankles and then reach with the hands to grab the soles of the feet. That works for some, not for others. No need to go further than your body wants to go or needs to go right now. Soften where you can. Receive this shape. Control your release here. Bring the feet back down to the ground, uncross the legs and change sides. Left leg on top, thighs zipped. Pull your knees into the chest and hold on to your shins or your feet. The further apart you pull your shins, the deeper you'll get into that left buttocks. But when you feel something, that's good enough. Depending on our activities, we all have different places where our bodies are tight. Depending on how we hold our emotions in our body, where we grip, where we store stress, where we control ourselves, we have different areas that are tight. And with your yoga practice, you might start to pick up on some areas that you knew of already, and some new places. Just the awareness is enough. The practice will change you. Let's release this side. Straighten the legs for a moment. Bring the arms overhead and stretch. We'll come back to those twists we took in the beginning. Bend the knees, separate the feet as wide as the mat, and bring the arms out to a T. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knees over to the right. Slide your left arm overhead. Breathe into the left side body. Notice how this is different. Bring everything back to center. Inhale. And exhale, drop the knees to the left. Slide the right arm overhead and breathe into the right side body. Bring everything back to center. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Then release the arms back out to a T. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knees over to the right. Gaze to your left. Take a full deep breath and notice. Inhale back to center. And exhale, knees to the left, head and neck to the right. Deep breath. Everything comes back to center. Hold on to the right leg, slide the left leg long. Bring your right arm out to the right. And as you exhale, cross the body, twisting to your left. Slowly come back to center and change sides. Left knee comes into the chest, right leg long. Bring your left arm open to the left. Exhale to twist to your right. Bring everything back to center. And then make your way onto your belly. So move the blanket out from underneath your head if you had it there. Then from your belly, bring your left arm open to the left. Shoulder height, palm face down. Now we'll roll over onto that left side. Bend your knees. Place the knees in front of the hips. And then take your right arm, press it down into the floor in front of your face to traction the body over that left shoulder until you feel a stretch that you like. You can adjust where your left hand is, moving it up or down, finding a place that feels right for you. And if you have any discomfort in your neck, grab the blanket and place it back underneath your head. You might feel this stretch in the shoulder, you might feel it in the chest. Breathe deep. If you have any numbness or tingling in your body, roll back onto your belly and adjust where the arm was. If you cannot avoid the numbness or tingling, then skip this shape. We don't want any nerve pain. We'll take a second variation of this pose, which changes it up quite a lot for some people. You'll roll back towards your belly and then bend that left elbow so that it's a 90-degree angle. Then come back into the shape, twisting, opening over to your right so that you're laying on top of the left shoulder. Notice how this is different. In my body, I can't go nearly as far, and I have to rely more on the support of my right hand to hold me in the shape. Remember, any numbness or tingling, you want to adjust where you are. Just a couple more breaths. Now come back onto your belly. Bring both of your arms down by the side of the body, palms face up, and let the shoulders relax. And we'll change sides. Bring your right arm open to the right, then roll onto your right side. Tuck your knees in front of your hips. And then as we did on the other side, adjust where that right arm is so that you feel a stretch that you like. You can press into the left hand to press more weight back onto the right shoulder, but not everybody needs that. If your head is uncomfortable, put more height underneath it. We'll come into the second variation of this shape. Roll back towards your chest so that you can bend your right elbow, 90-degree angle, and then roll back onto your right side until you feel a stretch. You might experiment with curling your hands into a fist, adjusting your wrist. You might have noticed that whichever your dominant arm is tighter. For me, it's this right side. And roll back onto your belly, arms down by the sides for a couple breaths and a rest. Let the shoulders slump here. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and press yourself up to tabletop, hands and knees. We'll take a wide legs child's pose. So if you're on hardwood or not carpet, you might want to turn to face the long side of your mat and open up a blanket for more support underneath your knees. And here we bring the big toes to touch, spread the knees apart as wide as they go, and then crawl the arms halfway down. So you're still lifting up a little bit in the chest. And we'll take the left arm, slide it underneath the right arm, and bring that left side cheek down to the ground. Crawl the right fingertips forward, and then press them down into the ground to sink more weight back into your hips. And you can leave the right arm there, or you might just let it rest and relax. Or you might lift it up into the sky, bend at the elbow, and place the back of your hand somewhere on your low left back. Can you surrender into this shape? Are you feeling any new places opening that you haven't felt yet in your practice? Soften your belly. And we'll change sides with the upper body. Place the right arm underneath your shoulder. Bring both of the hands back to the floor. And slide your right arm underneath the left and bring the right side cheek down to the ground. And crawl your left fingertips forward. Press down into the fingertips to sink your weight further back into your hips. And then choose what you'd like to do with that left arm. Either relax it or bring it to the back side body. Soften the belly. Breathe. Bring your left hand underneath your left shoulder, unwind, then walk your legs in together and place your hands by your hips. Scoot your hips off to the left side and then swing your legs around, keeping your left heel in towards your groin and lengthening your right leg open to the right. Now here, if you're rounding a lot over the legs, you'll come off of your blanket, fold it thick, and sit on top of it. Coming back into this shape with the left leg in a half butterfly and the right leg open into a straddle. And here you should have a little bit more lift of the spine, lengthen the low back. Here we're going to crawl the hands forward, hinging right at the hips. Just come down as far as you'd like, until you feel some sensation of stretch in the legs, something that feels good. And return to your breath. Soften your shoulders, my sunburnt shoulders, away from your ears, so we're not hunching. And then relax through both ankles and both feet. You can do whatever you'd like here to find more enjoyment. And crawl the shoulders back up over the hips. And then turn the torso to the right, over the right leg. And crawl the hands down once more. Now we're just going sideways. Breathe deep and notice where you feel this stretch. Let the body soften, rebound, move to where it wants to be. Just the right amount of effort. No force. Let's curl the hands back in towards the hips. Sit yourself up, and we'll change sides. Bring the right heel in towards the groin, left leg out long, and then crawl forward. Any amount. Bring the shoulders down the back towards the hips. Breathe. And crawl your shoulders back over the hips. Twist to your left and crawl down over that left leg. Come back to center. And then we'll bring both of the feet into the groin, soles of the feet together, knees open wide. Reach down in front of you to grab your feet. If you can't grab the feet, take your strap, place it underneath the feet, make a little bit of room. Grab the strap. Here, release the knees down towards the ground. And reach your sternum forward, hinging any amount. If you can reach the floor in front of you, bring your fingertips to the ground. Press down through the fingertips, pull them back towards your toes, and lengthen your heart forward towards the front of the room. We'll crawl the hands back in towards the groin. Now we'll lengthen both legs. So a full straddle pose. And we'll side bend here. Bring the hands in front of you. Inhale, lift the left arm overhead. Exhale, side bend to the left. Lengthen the right side body. Open the left side body. Inhale, come back to center, release the left hand down. Inhale, bring the right hand up. And exhale, side bend to the left. Lengthen that left side body. Open the right side body. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, reach the arm long. Exhale, bend a little deeper. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, place the left hand down. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, release both hands down. Bring your feet underneath you. Come to sit on your heels. And then we'll slide the hips off of the heels to the left. Stack the right foot on top of the left arch, or the right ankle on top of the left arch. The right buttocks hangs in the space between your left heel. And we'll twist over to the left. Left heel in the hip, that is. So you're not sitting on top of your heel. Bring your right hand to the outer left knee, left hand behind you. Drop the right buttocks down towards the ground. Roll the left shoulder back. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, turn to look over your left shoulder. Bring the head back to the front. Follow with the shoulders. And change sides. Both of the feet out to your left. Stack the left foot or ankle on top of the right arch. And make space for the right side buttocks to land towards the floor. It probably won't reach the floor, between the heels and the hip. Turn over to your right. Bring your left hand to your outer right knee, right fingertips behind you. Now drop that left buttocks down. Roll the right shoulder back. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, turn to look over your right shoulder. Bring your head back to center, followed by your torso. Excuse me. If you were sitting up on something before, find that thing one more time and have your strap handy. It's our last pose before Shavasana. Lengthen both of your legs out long. It's more comfortable for you. You can make space between the legs. Now grab your strap, loop it around the soles of your feet. Hold on. Straighten the arms. Inhale to lift the heart, and exhale, hinge at your hips. Curl the hands as far down the strap as you can, maybe grabbing your feet. One more breath in to lengthen the spine. And exhale, round over your legs. Let the weight of your legs release heavy down towards the earth so that the legs are grounded. Feel the stretch along the entire back side body. From your shoulders across your low back, down the hamstrings, the backs of your knees, past your calves into the back of your ankles. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen your spine. Bring your hands to the floor and use your arms to help you sit back up. And then we'll take those twists that we did in the beginning of class one more time to see if there's any difference. If you're using your blanket as a pillow, place it behind you for underneath your head and come to lying on your back with your knees bent and your feet on the floor. Bring your arms out to a T. Separate your feet as wide as the mat. Inhale. And as you exhale, drop the knees over to the right. Slide the left arm overhead. Breathe into that left side body and notice how your baseline has changed. Inhale, bring everything back to center. As you breathe out, drop the knees to the left, lift your right arm overhead. Deep breaths. Curious mind. Focus is on your body. Bring everything back to center. Leave your arms out to a T. Bring the legs together and hug the knees into the chest. Inhale here. And exhale, drop the knees over to the right. Turn your head to look over to the left. Do you have more range of motion after all the work you've put into this class? Inhale, everything comes back to center. Exhale, knees left, head to the right. Inhale, everything back to center. Hold on to the right knee, lengthen your left leg long. Bring your right hand open to the right side body, and as you exhale, twist over to your left. Come back to center. Ground both hips and then change sides. Left knee in, right leg long. Left arm out to the left. Exhale to twist to the right. Bring everything back to center. Slide both of your legs long. Your arms down to the sides of the body, palms face up. And find your final resting pose, Shavasana. Just as you entered class, get a feel for your body on the earth. Let go of any resistance and yield your full weight down heavy to the ground. Scanning for areas of comfort and areas that may be a little less comfortable. And for the next minute or so, completely let go. No scanning, no looking, no nothing. Just a body on the floor. If you've got the time to rest for longer in your Shavasana, please do. And if you need to move into the rest of your day, just very slowly wake yourself back up. And in your own speed, return to seated for a few breaths before you get up. Thank you for practicing with me. Bye.